Alright, Brooklyn Nets. I don't think, honestly, Brooklyn should not have anything to worry about, right? What, y'all on a 3-game losing streak and everybody's concerned now. Like, people gotta realize, for one, they didn't have KD for all 3 of these games so far. Like, due to COVID, he's probably gonna be out for another few days too. So, Brooklyn don't have nothing to worry about. But I honestly see something in James Harden that I think all of us should be surprised about. I honestly believe that he may make an all-defensive team this year. I love this new and improved James Harden. Like the fact that I've never seen James Harden block more than 2 shots a game. And for him to block 5 last night shows that, this dude, James Harden, is, I think if anybody should be most improved, or, like, James Harden did a complete 180 in terms of his mindset when it comes to playing with a team. Like, he completely shifted his mindset. Like, yeah, of course, he's going to get his points, and he's always been an assist maker, but he's passing the ball a lot more than usually, and that's what I'm super shocked about. But it's amazing how your point guard is 6'4", 6'5", but your shooting guard is 6'1", maybe 6 feet. But in terms of, should the Brooklyn Nets be concerned? No. At least not right now. Like, they're talking about this is their 7th straight game of giving up over 120 points, or giving up at least 120 points. And I'm like, they were giving up that many points since they trade. Like, KD was in the lineup and they were giving up 130, 140 points because they were really top heavy. Like, this is going to be like this all season long. Like, the defense ain't going to get no better. But I do like how James Harden is giving effort on the defensive side, and I think that as long as James Harden keeps that mindset, and when they get KD back, they're gonna be alright. Like, I do think though, in my opinion, I do think that eventually that fatigue, that all the the 2-a-days during the season, I think it may backfire if one of them is, gets injured. But as long as Brooklyn has KD, they'll be fine. They just can't, like they can miss out, they can miss, James Harden and still have KD and Kyrie and they'll be fine. Like, they can miss out on Kyrie and still have KD and James Harden and they'll be fine. They just can't miss KD and have Harden and Kyrie Irving. Like, that can't happen. So KD, in order for Brooklyn to have a chance, KD has to be in the mix of all that. Like, he has to. Like, look, you guys got Steve Nash as your head coach. So I don't expect any defense out of that team. Well, not team defense. Like, they're going to win a lot of games just based off of just outscoring teams, and of course that's what happens, if you want to win. But this is a much more improved offense, but this defense is probably the worst that I've ever seen. Like, this is probably the worst defensive team ever, like, of all time. Like, I've never seen a team give up this many points outside of this year and last year's Wizards team. But other than that, man, Brooklyn ain't got nothing to worry about. They've been missing KD for the last 3 games. That's why they're on a 3-game winning streak. Like, it's really obvious that KD is the heart and soul of that team. Like, they need him to even have a chance. So, nobody should be worried about this, man. Brooklyn gonna be fine.